It's Saturday night here at the Carolina Brunswick. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage your host but not my audience. It's me, the guy doing my own announcement. Ollie Horn, make some noise! Is it something I said? Were you scared by the noise?
Yes.
When I said make some noise and people took that really seriously, they made some noise. Well, how ironic that we've started with a big loud sound and I've got no mic. But I mean, we've got just enough audience that I could have invited you around to my Airbnb and cooked you a chicken. So that's where we're at. Guys, welcome to Not My Audience. My name's Ollie Horn. I'm very excited to be hosting it. Give me a cheer if you've seen the show before. That's how good this show is. You see it once, you're set for life. No need to come back. Let me explain what's going to happen. This show is called Not My Audience. The point of this show is we're going to create a custom comedy show for you, today's audience, based entirely on your suggestions and your demographic profiles. As we all know, the best nights out start with admin, and we've made you do that. So, this is a genuinely fun show, and you seem like a great audience. I'm not going to explain it too much. What I see is a lot of lanyards, right, which shows that I know that you're going to be up for it, but also judgy as fuck. So, absolutely on board with that. And this is the final show of the run. Oh my god, the final show of the run for us. That's why I'm hosting the show with wanton destruction, just kicking an SM58 like it's not worth 100 quid. So, welcome to the Carolina Brunswick, the only venue at the Brighton Fringe where they do check you for blades when you come in. And if you don't have them, they give you one for your own protection. So, guys, we've started the show a bit late, so I'm just going to crack on with it. Normally I'll do some stand-up comedy at the top to warm you up, but you seem bloody toasty, am I right? Good. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to effortlessly go over to my stool. That's right. This boy's got a stool, and I'm going to introduce the three comedians. What's going to happen is each comedian is going to come up on stage. They're going to take one of your bits of paper, and they are going to make up some stand-up on the spot. Stand-up comedy is really hard, like proper hard, when you know what you're talking about. When you don't know what you're talking about, it's really difficult. Joe, I will need a microphone at some point. So, I've stalled. Yeah, it's a very interesting way for him to hand in his notice, isn't it? Any techs in the room that are looking for a job? Stand-up comedy is really hard, right, when you know what you're talking about. So the fact that they're doing it improvised makes it even harder. My advice to you, if you want a good show, patronise them, for goodness sake, you know, like, even if they're a little bit funny, raise the fucking roof, that's what, you know, treat it like your daughter's, like, done a drawing and you've got to put it on the fridge, even though it's dog shit. So, that's the plan tonight. But these are not dog shit comedians, these are my friends from the circuit, we're going to have a great show. So, without any further ado, are you ready to meet your comedians? Woo! Are you ready to meet your comedians? Yeah! In that case, please put your hands together, welcome to the stage, your first contestant, the fantastic Catherine Henson! Woo! Fade her up, Joe. Fucking hell. Unbelievably bad.
This lady wasn't even clapping.
Hey, you didn't like that.
My mic's not on.
Of course it's not. Why would it be?
Can you turn my mic on so I can point out that this lady wasn't even clapping for me? You have both your hands.
I'm sorry,
Were you're like, I'm holding my jacket, okay.
Right, listen, you've only got 30 seconds to win a point and you've not even started.
Well, you know, because I always notice the people who don't love me. Do you know what I mean? And so what, I'm supposed to look at these? Okay.
Well, now you've chosen your one by default.
Okay. Well, this says left-handed people, too smug. Do you have two left hands? Is that why you weren't clapping at me? That wasn't you? Did I do it?
Mine was a lot worse.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to have made a joke and then the audience is supposed to have laughed. Okay.
Well, I feel like you're familiar with silence, so.
I can't believe we dated.
Number 3. Not in any universe, okay? I like that, okay, this one says Wales. Is this about you?
Fuck you.
Okay. Hello.
We're a body positive show here.
Okay, nobody said anything bad about Wales. Okay.
But do you know what? For the first time in the show, I'm not even going to let you have the point. You failed.
No,
You failed, sorry.
no, hold on.
This
hold
is
on.
supposed to be.
You don't understand.
Shut up!
Okay.
Yeah, International Women's Day was February. It's my turn now. Now, normally this is part of the show where it's just like a lovely, quick, friendly. They come on, tell a joke, get a quick laugh, we move on. For the first time today, you're going to be punished, and you're going to be the first comedian in that. Don't talk. In the history, don't you point at me, young lady. In the history of the show, where you're not going to get your first complimentary point. Shame on you.
You know what? Do you remember how this show went down in Adelaide?
Should I?
They took away my points. All the boys on the panel bullied me, and he
Oh,
had
don't
so
say that.
if you feel bad, and I said the whale thing, it's because I've got months and months of pent-up rage from that night. Do you remember? And then I had to stand up and scream at you. And do you remember that?
Yeah.
So that's why I said the nasty thing. I'm sorry I said
Yeah,
it.
you misjudged it.
I just, you know.
Do you want a point just for feminism then?
Yes.
That's how this.
That's how it's fucking working.
Okay, put your hands together. Welcome to the stage. Your next competitor, Nathan Ramsden Locke, everybody. Okay, Nathan, nice and quick. Pick a topic. Tell us a joke. Can you read?
Jokes as well as what? Oh, the best way to eat eggs. Let's go with that. That's an excellent joke, isn't it? I've got some extremely good egg puns for you. But I don't want to be too extravagant. I'll tell you what though, I really like Brighton Hove Albumin. Hey! I know I've got a cheer, that'll do, won't it?
How was that worse than Catherine's attempt at no humour whatsoever? Utter dog shit, but he gets the point. Keep that applause going. As we welcome to the stage, your next competitor, Dan Fardell, everybody. I can already tell this is going to be a dicey show. Okay, Dan, grab. There we go, very good.
Catherine, I just want to say, have you got any more fat jokes for us? Yeah?
Oh, just play the game.
They didn't laugh when you said that.
Stop
Sorry.
scoring.
I've got nothing.
There we go, Dan Fardell, everybody. Okay, Joe, no points for Dan. So far, the only point that's been awarded is for feminism and for terrible judges. But at least you had a good crack at it.
Hey.
Don't you get something for honesty?
You want a point for honesty?
Yeah.
I think you should.
I think, hang on, someone who submitted that photograph cannot be preaching about honesty.
You grabbed that fucking web.
I feel
That's 10
catfished.
years old. You grabbed that, I didn't.
If that person's 10 years old, they've had a rough 10 years. So, these are your three competitors, I'm sorry to say. We are going to now find out. Thankfully, this show is not about the panelists. This show is about you, our lovely audience today. So, Joe, let's have a look at some facts about today's audience. Today's audience is... we've asked this audience a question, whether they prefer lemon and herb or extra hot. And today's audience prefers... By a fairly small margin, 57% of the audience prefers lemon and herb. Catherine, what does that tell you about today's audience?
I mean, looking around, I'm not surprised. I'll just say that. I'm just not surprised. I mean,
What does that mean? Are you calling them like basic bitches? Or
I'm saying they're not spicy. That's all I'm saying. They're not spicy.
This guy's not impressed by that. You see, arms folded. He's
What did
struggling.
you-
He's not happy with you.
I'm extra spicy.
He's extra spicy.
He's extra spicy, but as a whole, they're not extra spicy.
I'm just very scared.
Wait, do you know what I found out about Nando's extra spicy? Because I've got a friend that works there. There's no such thing as extra hot. It's true. No, this is true. It's the hot, but they put more of it on. Seriously, so sorry to blow your fucking minds, but they've got lemon herb, they've got medium, they've got hot, but they haven't got extra hot. They just put more of it on, and you can tell that because the hot one's got more calories. Otherwise, why would it?
I feel lame.
Sorry to just preach the truth. That's what I am. We've also asked this audience whether their life is a complete fantasy or a series of crises. I'm presuming that's how that's supposed to be spelled. This audience is 70%. This is an audience in crisis. Let me be honest, we've got people working at the Fringe. I feel you. Dan, what does this tell you about the audience?
It tells me that I've got a lot in common with these people. We're fucked. Yeah, let's just try and muddle through together, yeah?
Do you reckon there's a subsection of those which are not lemon and herb, but have tried extra hot, and then they've created a crisis of their own making?
A barrel crisis.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and maybe they then went for a mystery roast. Who knows? I mean.
Well, we've asked them. Nathan, what do you reckon this audience is? Do you reckon they love a mystery or a roast?
They look like a roast audience to me.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? Well, they enjoy a good Sunday roast, I presume.
Well, they're just nice, wholesome people.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's find out. You're so wrong! Nathan, you're so wrong, man. This is a mysterious, curious, interesting... They don't want a roast. What's wrong with you? What do you do on a Sunday? What do you eat on a Sunday? You have a roast?
See?
What do you eat on a Sunday? Whatever's available. Dick, that's right, baby. Okay, so we've also asked this audience whether they're making their own path or going with the flow. Today's audience, 61% believes in making their own path, which means that just over half of you bought the tickets, then dragged someone else along. And finally, we've asked this audience whether they are more free refills or free love. And today's audience would fucking hell. That is dangerously high. 87%. And that's in Brighton. Fuck me. That's like, maybe they just saw the prices here at the Caroline. I'm like, this is not sustainable. What does that tell you about this audience?
Well, doesn't the first usually lead to the second anyway? Like, it certainly has in my past. Waking up in a new relationship situation. Yeah? No? You're all so well behaved, aren't you? You're all
we're just
lemon and herb.
We're just processing the fact that you fuck. I mean, we believe it, but we've just got to imagine it, and it takes...
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to cast my mind back to those days, but yeah.
He's just you, but older.
I do think we look like a before and after, but I just don't know which way.
I've got to go somewhere. This is awful. I feel so bad about myself right now.
No, that's not good. We do not want you to feel bad. Do you want a bonus point?
Yeah.
Joe, can we have a bonus point, please, for Dan, for pity?
Pity point!
I think he needs more than one pity point.
Yeah!
No, he shouldn't get too greedy.
I'm the face of pity.
Can he have a second pity point? Yeah? Do you want one more point for body positivity?
Yes!
In that case, give him 8 points. Good. All right. So, based on what we found out about today's audience, panelists, we're going to ask you a simple question. The question is the following. We've asked this audience whether they believe that they are usually the smartest person in the room. So it's a simple yes or no question. Are you the smartest person in the room? Panelists, your job is to work out whether they said yes or no. Catherine, for feminism, we're going with you first.
That this audience is usually the smartest person.
Well, no, do they believe
that
they are usually the smartest? When posed with this statement, did they say yes or no?
Your hair flip, the way you're doing it, says yes. I feel like you said no.
You
said no.
Her hair flip said hottest in the room, not
Oh, okay. Why can't she be both? Feminism, okay?
Because I can.
I'm looking around. I feel like I feel like you guys think you're pretty smart. I feel like you guys think you're pretty smart. So yes, I'm gonna say you said you're the smartest in the room.
Usually the smartest in the room.
Usually the smartest in the room. I'm not saying every row. Like this row says they're usually the smartest in the room. Second row says I'm not sure if I even answered that question. Like I feel like second row didn't do the survey. I feel like.
In the third row, their phones are currently in cash converters. Okay, good. So you're saying yes.
Yes.
Right, good. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Fantastic, on.
Well, I think judging by the Brighton attire and the smartness of the individual dress styles that we see before us, that definitely...
What fucking waffle is this?
Are you trying to compliment your way into a point?
I certainly am. Is that not the idea? To get the audience on side? I don't want them to hate me.
Now who's the smartest in the room?
Oh, you're playing man tricks. So you think they do think they're the smartest person?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, good. But do you think that's true? If they think they're the smartest person in the room, do you think they actually are the smartest person in the room?
Well, that's a theological question that I cannot debate with you tonight.
Is it theological? Unless someone here is God. Do you know what theological means?
I do.
Go on then. Let's see if you're the smartest person in the room.
Well, it's a certain degree of wisdom about biblical matters, etc., and religion, so on and so forth. And therefore, you have to have a certain level of wisdom and being smart in order to interpret that in the correct fashion that one does when one studies theology. There you go.
So it feels like we've just printed out a chat GPT. Absolute bollocks.
Damn, I've been rumbled. I've been fed by an earpiece and chat.
Dan, do you think this audience thinks they're using the smartest person in the room?
I think that they fear not being the smartest, so I think that they gravitate towards rooms where they reckon stupid people will be.
Welcome to Carolina Brunswick, guys. It's a pleasure having you here.
I mean, go downstairs and we're all the smartest person in the room. This pub.
Those people could kill us. I want you to know.
So you're saying yes? All three are saying yes?
Yeah.
In that case, let's see what the answer is. Today's audience says... Joe, the suspense is absolutely killing us.
Oh.
Okay.
What a
Okay.
humble lot you are.
They just don't know it. They are the smartest people. They just don't know it.
No, there's 8 fuckers who we were right about.
That's right.
8 fucking knobheads. Right, so, Joe, let's move on to the points. Let's see what else done to the points. So, we've got nice round 8 points. Good.
I thought I was supposed to have like another point as well on top of that. The 8 was a bonus, wasn't it?
Are you being greedy?
Fucking right I am. Have you seen me?
You had 0 and then you went up to 8.
Okay, alright, I'll take it.
Good. All right. So now let's move on. So
Tragic.
this is my favourite part of the show. This part of the show is called We Want Answers. This isn't TV. We can hear you back. That's all right. What's going on? Can we help?
American.
She's
I'm
American.
not American. I'm
Unbelievable.
Wow. Oh my goodness, you. Wow. She's very offended right now. You see that,
For
right?
those that didn't see what was going on, I thought there was a bit of a commotion, so I thought I might help out. She threw her friend right under the bus. Without skipping a beat, she's American. Just deflect like we do our foreign policy in the 90s. And then you went, I'm Canadian, right? And then you said, I'm so sorry, which is actually a very Canadian thing to do. Okay, so...
We're really sorry.
You,
I'm not sorry.
Now you are sounding American, actually.
but can we help with anything?
No.
No. What were you discussing whether you were the smartest person in the room?
We both did put that as well.
Did you? That just means you can't both be in the same room. Cool. Right, so this round is called We Want Answers. The point of this, comedians, is you have to give the audience the answer that you think they want. Look at the comedians' faces when we put these up. They genuinely have never seen these questions before. So, let's have a look at the first one, please. Joe, we have asked the comedians for ideas for either a better name for a cold sore, a spell that is real and everyone can learn, or the quickest way to end a meeting. So, comedians, we're looking for your answer to one of the following 3, and today's audience has picked the quickest way to end a meeting. Right, so thinking caps on, please. Give the audience the answer you think they want. Dan, you're in the lead. You're going first.
Nazi salute.
Well, hang on. That's not true for every meeting. For some meetings, that's just getting it started.
Oh, I thought you said start. The others said start the meeting.
That's very funny. Very good. What are you saying, mate?
It's a loud, rip-roaring fart that's so smelly that they can't possibly stay in the room anymore.
What if it's on Zoom?
Yeah, that's tricky. Then you just do the fake freak. Sorry. Go.
Is that how you fart? Catherine. Quickest way to end a meeting, please.
Am I doing it right now?
What silence?
Yeah. I don't have a good answer. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I struggle with? Whenever I hang out with you, I don't know.
That doesn't happen, by the way. Go on.
We work together. Now, hang on. Firstly, can you stop lying to this audience? Tell them what we did before this show.
Okay, this
Go
is
in, right.
you know what?
And apologise while you're at it.
We do go to work together, and then sometimes we hang out after. He did buy me some donuts. That's
I
nice.
got 4. Do you know how expensive
4
those donuts are on the pier?
And then,
Oh, Mr. Moneybags
but-
here got 4.
more importantly, he told me about Too Good to Go. Okay? Do you know how much food I have back there right now?
Honestly, it was like a fucking heist on the harvester. Honestly.
No, I was on
The
that
aquarium
salad
next
bar.
door, the fish were quaking, going, we're next. We just know it.
I mixed every sauce. Do you know what I mean? Like where it's like it no longer tastes good, but like I had it all. You know what I mean?
They gave her a bag for the bread rolls. She filled it.
Yeah. He put in all the butter they had.
Do you know how much the pack is? Too good to go, baby.
So the quickest way to end a meeting. Just leave.
That's the best answer we've ever had. Well, look, we're gonna have these. By the way, these are 3 excellent answers, so we're gonna have to put it to the vote. So I need a crisp and confident cheer for your favourite of the 3 answers. So, are you just describing Too Good to Go?
Yeah, because she's at home.
Oh my God, leave right now. Go get yourself something. I walked out of this place, I like waved goodbye, like, thank you, Santa. Like,
She literally said, she went, that's my meal sorted for the rest of the festival.
yeah.
Absolute.
It's not success, but it feels like it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, like, every restaurant is an all-you-can-eat restaurant if you're rich enough.
I actually looked at him in the restaurant because they gave me 3 containers. And they said I could have anything I wanted. And then when he came back, he was like, oh my God. And I was like, I didn't steal any of it.
I also sweet talked my way into a soda drink.
Yeah,
Isn't that honestly? Because I stopped fucking laughing. This is good. It was a good day. Because I asked for, I wanted to have some water, right? And then I got chatting to the chef, and they're like, "Oh, we're closing early because there aren't enough staff." We're like, "Oh, tell me about it. We work in hospitality too, in a way." And I was like, and they gave me a Pepsi cup, right? You know, the like, branded Pepsi. I was like, "Oh, I just wanted water." He went, "Fill your boots." She heard that and she was like, if only I bought bigger shoes.
Yeah. I'm just saying that Harvester down by the pier is a gold mine. Okay, so just fucking enjoy it.
Anything that is not screwed down is currently ours. So, the choices are, we have digressed. The choices are Nazi salute, potent fart, or just leave. If you think the points should go to Nazi salute, cheer now!
To be fair,
a Brighton audience doesn't really want to be cheering for Nazis. I
don't think that's particular to Brighton, to be honest. I don't know what other towns you've done.
So you're telling me there's no reason for me to move away?
If you think the points should go to fart, cheer now.
Do you want me to demonstrate?
No, because we want the show to continue for at least the next 45 minutes. If you think that the points should go to just leave, cheer now.
Yeah.
Catherine gets the points. It was a good answer. So let's move on to the next question. Do you know your answer reminds me one of the best responses we had before we move? Look at the comedians; they're so anxious. We had a question at the Fringe, which was what's the quickest way to get a knighthood, right? And all the comedians started going on tangents like, oh, you got to fuck a kid or whatever. And Phil Wang just went, buy everyone around. And it was that standing ovation, like, yeah, just buy around for everyone. Anyway, so same ilk. It's a good tactic, I think, for this show. So we've asked these comedians to either answer the question, have you hidden anything recently? What is the worst house you've ever been in? Or what was your last fail? And today's audience has picked. What is the worst house you've ever been in? Keep your face down.
I actually used to be the lead rapper for the 90s Irish hip-hop band House of Pain. And I'm not proud of it.
Okay.
Do I need to elucidate further? I mean, that's it.
We're just going to believe that that's true.
Right.
Why don't we all just claim what we were in about? I was in Bewitched.
That's not a house, is it? That's not how this question works.
No, but I'm just making up, because some people say I look like my dad.
Have they found him yet?
my vagina's shriveling up inside of me right now.
That's hot.
Okay.
Catherine, what's the worst? I genuinely cannot believe we dated.
Wait, that never happened.
Mad, isn't it? So unbelievable.
Okay.
What is the worst house
Okay,
you've
this
ever
is a
Don't
little.
say mine.
It's a little bit of a long story. Okay, so I was in New York most of my life, and okay, let me figure out how I can condense this. I was working at an antique store. This really hot guy walked in. He asked me out. We went on a date, and he was living in Brooklyn while he was getting his Manhattan apartment ready because he just moved from Wisconsin to be this like chef at a restaurant. Hold on.
So American
No,
already.
I know, it's psychotic, right? And so we were dating, and then he moves into his new apartment down the street from where I was working. So he was taking me there for the first time, and it's this like brownstone walk up on the Upper West Side. And so already, this is like good. I don't know, what do you equate this to? Like Notting Hill? Do you know what I mean? It's like something like, like, you know, like I cannot wait. And we get to like the 3rd floor, and he opens the door to this closet, and he's like, here it is, just kidding, because it was like a broom closet. And I was like, oh, haha, like, you know, you're not funny. But then we get one flight up, and he opens the same door on the 4th floor, and it was, in fact, a closet that was his home. You know what I mean? And hold on, I'm gonna unpack this just one. So this was the smallest rentable apartment in New York City, right? And when they found out somebody rented it, people started interviewing him. He ended up in Vice. They were like, who is this idiot? He rented this closet for $1,300, okay? And I did anal there. And I
How? Standing
I
up?
don't know why. The shower was at the end of the bed. The kitchen was across from the bed. The toilet was just in a small corner. You know, like
Sounds very convenient.
it was a scary place.
Good. That's
Yeah.
a good answer. What's the worst house you've ever been in?
I went to Brighton seafront and went to that topsy-turvy house. You pay an absolute fortune to go in there, and it takes about all of 3 seconds to look at it. And I felt like I've been right royally fleeced after.
I think the audience can relate to that.
We should have debated it.
Yes. So the worst house is the upside down house.
Definitely.
What's inside it?
Not a lot. So that's why you pay a fortune, and it's just like a couple of upside down items, and that's it.
Wow. Has anyone been? Why did you
That's
go?
how good that is.
Why did what motivated you
I
to
thought it'd be a good thing to take the daughter to. It wasn't.
Wow.
Go to the I-360 instead. Take you to new heights.
I see what he did there.
A little bonus gag there, just to try and get a point. Give me a point.
We'll see. We'll see if the
God, I'm
audience...
trying so hard.
And do you know what? We respect that.
Enough for a point?
No, absolutely not. So, if you think the point should go to, what was the name of the band you were in?
House of Pain. Jump around.
Right, but that's a good band though, isn't it?
It's not the best band I've been in.
What's the best band you've been in?
The best band I've been in is probably like Run the Jewels, I think. my current project. So yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah. Don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Right, so if you think the points, so we've got House of Pain, we've got Upside Down House, and we've got
The smallest
the anal
house.
cupboard.
Anal cupboard.
So if you think the points should go to House of Pain, make some noise now. Was his place the house? Cool. And then, I'm glad you were. If you think the points should go to Upside Down House, make some noise now.
Okay. Yeah, hear that cheering.
If you think the
So
points-
give up now.
No, don't give up.
Okay.
Absolutely, it's
Don't
all
give
to
up.
play for.
Okay.
I've got an unassailable lead anyway, so I don't know.
If you think the points should go to Catherine's house, make some noise now.
Yeah.
Catherine gets points, we're going to move on very quickly. We're going to do this final one quick fire. So, comedians, we need the worst way to respond. We're looking for the worst way to respond. If someone says either what do you do for a living, this is delicious, what's in it, or would you like a dance? Comedians, we want one quick fire round, so whichever has got the loudest cheer wins the point. So, this audience has picked, would you like a dance? Good stuff. So, would you like a dance?
Will you take your pants off?
That might be the worst way to respond. Would you like a dance?
Let's tango, baby. So yeah, got a chuckle.
In this weird way, I think both of them have already won this one. You know what I mean?
Catherine, would you like a dance?
You kiss like my brother.
Okay, Catherine gets the point.
Can I just say, I was not. You two are both really nice in real life. I was not prepared for how fucking mean this stage is. I have to really
But
readjust.
I think this show got off to a really odd start. Because I do. Because we're normally, it's a very friendly. I think Catherine misfired. I believe it. Catherine misfired by calling me fat. She played a feminist.
I didn't say those words, to be very clear.
Well, you did though.
I then tried to stand up for fat power and I just looked like a prick.
Yeah, I know, and it's actually very hard for fat people to stand up.
And I want an inquiry into how the voting system works, because these points are crazy.
It's just
fine.
Joe on a
That's
laptop.
fine. That's no problem there.
It's just Joe, and obviously like, Joe's obviously too busy to even like operate the mic. That's the point. Well, I think my reading of this audience is there is a lot of goodwill, but we did get off to like an eggy start, where it didn't seem like in the green room we were all just like hugging and snogging.
Look, I dropped my cards. I got flustered. I saw an opportunity to get back at Ollie for what he did to me in Adelaide at the show, which, if you remember, that was a crazy show. You and Darius and Taco ganged up on me.
No, we didn't. Right, listen, we got to set the context right. Has anyone been to the Adelaide Fringe? Right, look, try hard. You can sell numbers like this and take yourself there. Basically, we did the show, and we did it at like 11:30 at night. Right, it was a ridiculous time to do it, and we did it in a tent. Right, it was like we paid. I don't know how much it was, but it was something like $400 to rent a tent. And we were like, do you know what? It was nice. The production was good. Seating was nice. It was like, we can make this work, right? And then, at about the 20-minute mark of the show, I noticed the audience had started to like get a bit awkward, and I couldn't really, and I wasn't, you know, kind of my job as the host is to like vaguely listen to what's going on, but just check out, you know, like, and I was like, oh God, has a comic said something? What have I missed? I was like checking my producers or anything, and then the smell reached me, right? And what happened was that there was like this most incredible industrial stink. And what we found out was, at midnight on the dot, they would empty the portaloos, right? But not only would they empty the portaloos, they'd do it next to the ingester for our aircon. So it was like industrial levels of shit just being, a bit like your routine, just industrial levels of shit just being pummeled on an unsuspecting audience. It was absolutely horrible.
But then they just took away my points for no reason. So then I don't even remember the smell because I was so angry.
Well, it was fucking grim. Anyway, you get the points for the brother thing. So, moving on, we are now going to speed into the final round of the show with Dan with a pretty solid lead. Let me be quite clear with that. But don't worry, because it's all to play for. Because this final round of the show is all about you giving fucking hell. So, what's happened? Genuinely, this is the worst it's gone. And this is the last. How have you saved all the fucking? And we don't even need this line. What are you doing? I read in the paper there are 35,000 unemployed in the Brighton and Hove area. Watch it. So, this is part of the show where you decide two things: which comedian you like the best, and you can award them a bonus point. For this show only, we will allow the bonus points to be a pity point so you get a chance, right? Additionally, you're going to choose from one of our 6 fiendish stand-up challenges. So, get your phones out, go back to the web app, and head to getinvolved.app. Love the drop. Head to getinvolved.app and award a bonus point, and also choose which comedian you like the best, and choose from one of our fiendish stand-up challenges to really put our genius comic minds, and also his, to the test. Just being a prick. Would you like to plug anything while we're waiting? Get involved or
I'm doing a work in progress tomorrow and the following Sunday, 3:15 at the Walrus, with my friend, award-winning comic Sam Savage. And when I'm not exhausted and confused, I'm actually quite funny.
He is funny. He's good at
do
comedy.
come to it. Free show. Free, guys. You look like you like free stuff. Yeah. That's it.
I'm going to plug his show because he's fucking fantastic, and so is Sam Savage. They are wonderful. Definitely go see that show.
That was nice of you. Do you not have a show?
No.
Well, okay, fine.
It's next year, so it's a bit early to plug my show.
Well, I'll also plug his show because I guess I have to make up for earlier. But I'm going to also plug my show, which is in this room tomorrow night and Monday at 8:15 p.m. It's called You Girl, You Nasty. It's an hour of stand-up comedy. And next week, also on the weekend at 8:15 p.m., I do a show with my husband called Married at First Fight, where we each do a comedy set. You decide who's the funniest, and we maybe or not get divorced. So,
Can I also plug both of those shows as well? Because we're all just having a love-in now. It's all improved.
Yeah, well, no, see, all the hate or anger, it's directed at Ollie.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you know, because who got us into this mess?
Yeah, who fucking said, do you want to come and do this for nothing?
Yeah, who was it? I think it was Ollie.
I think it was.
Ollie Horn. And I just want to point out, Darius, you know Darius.
Yeah.
He's the meanest on this show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so when he was plugging his show during the one in Adelaide, the one I'll never forget, he said, my show is 12 times funnier than this show. What a number. Not 10, 12, exactly.
Well, he's old-fashioned. He goes by imperial measurements, doesn't he?
Right.
It's like, yeah.
So.
Does anyone want to plug my show?
No, you don't deserve it.
Now you're getting on the mean bandwagon, aren't you?
So I get a point for that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, see.
Nathan is literally the nicest man in the world. That is like,
That's my problem.
his turn tonight. It's incredible.
Well,
Shut up. I brought stickers for everyone.
Wait, no, you want to hear another thing that'll make you say aw? Okay, Ollie had a show today at 7:15 p.m. One person showed up, that person was me, okay? So, tomorrow night, you might as well go see his fucking show, because I think he needs it.
I don't want a pissy audience.
Yeah, you do. You take a pity audience.
Ollie, once you get used to it, it's not so bad.
Brilliant. My show is called Not Much, and it's a show all about me celebrating.
About right.
Right, you're not getting a sticker now. It's a show all about me celebrating 10 years of doing stand-up comedy and recounting all the bad gigs I've ever done. And obviously, I'll have to write about today's won't I? So why don't you take one and pass one on? That's a nice thing to do, isn't it? Also, Catherine and I presume we're not fucking.
That's it.
So,
Hey guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, MJ. Who wants to chip in and get these guys a room and get this over with?
My husband would have something to say.
I can't tell the difference between like sexual tension and tension. So Catherine and I, we are co-hosting our favourite thing to do in the world. We're guest hosting Bumblebee Tinders. It's where the audience submit their dating horror stories on an exclusive app. We go through, honestly, it's so much fun. Anyone that's come to this show, if you keep your tickets, speak to Joe, you can get 2-for-1 tickets for that show, so half-price tickets. It's honestly, it's so funny, it's so good. I've had to host it alone for the last week because Catherine's been away with her husband, which I think is a bit toxic. So tonight we're going to be back to the old days, won't it?
Yep.
Right.
My God.
Okay.
Good old days.
I reckon we've done enough surveying. Not everyone's done it, but that's absolutely fine. Let's.
Oh, can I plug? I run a gig here all through the year called On the Edge. Okay, it's the first Friday of every month. Come along, it's great. We have brilliant headliners: Alistair Beckett King, Joe Wilkinson,
Ollie Horn.
Good people. Ollie Horn, yeah, Ollie Horn will be there to rip your tickets as you come in.
Fucking rip you. Right, so let's have a look and see what that's done to the. Good. Okay, so Joe, can we have a look at the points, please? Let's see how the bonus points have been awarded.
Wow.
Why did Dan just get a point for no reason?
No, the audience awarded bonus points, but not that many.
Wow.
That means that not many people did.
I got no bonus points. I got no bonus points. He got
Is that
one
right?
and he got one and I got no. You motherfuckers. Are you serious right
Joe,
now?
was there an issue?
Not one person wanted to give me a...
I reckon.
I know what's going wrong here.
Joe, how have you managed to fuck this up again?
No, Joe was telling
What?
me earlier that he hates feminism.
What?
You can't yell
Joe,
at
you're
Joe.
mumbling again.
He doesn't have a cat.
Are you doing this? So what?
That's it.
Well, what about? Hang on. What about the survey results?
They're up.
I don't understand. Are you going rogue back there? No, now.
Are you fucking serious? Now what? Are you mad?
Are you drunk with power back there?
I'm just drunk.
Normally,
He's drunk.
when Joe texts the show, the MDMA doesn't kick in until we've just finished. Right. In that case, right. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to take control of this show. We're going to go for a clean slate. Right?
I had 27 points. Like a clean slate.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's the only fair way of doing it. So, Joe, reset all the communities to 0, please. Right? And this is all. Joe, go. Right. My advice to you was to be less invested in the format than I am, right? So,
What? I've never won anything in my life.
for God's sake. Right, so you can still win this. Right, so we reset to 0. So, you each get 1 stand-up challenge, okay? Who would like, and each stand-up challenge has a certain amount of points connected to it.
Oh.
Which would you like to do? Remember, it's got to be good. So, who would like to go first?
And we can pick from any of those.
Yes, but obviously if you pick 0, then you're not going to get any points.
I'll go first.
Okay, brave move.
I have 1 impression.
Ah, well, if you've got 1, you won't get the points.
Why not?
Because it's some impressions.
Okay, I'm thinking if I have more than 1. Well, I feel like I could do my impression and then I could leave the stage and just leave the building, which would also be an impression of my father. So then, so that's like 2 impressions, right?
If your impression is like proper fucking good, you get the 8 points.
Okay, let's see. Okay. I sound like Owen Wilson when I say wow.
Alright, close your eyes, let's do it.
Wow.
Did she get the points?
They're laughing. They're laughing, which means that do I get the 8 points? Do I get that? Wow.
That's not the buy-in you were hoping for. Do you want to round up for feminism? Not even that. Even Pankhurst can't save you now.
Some people clap for me.
4 points then.
Alright, I'll take 4. That's fine.
I'll go for something musical, shall I?
Shall I? As if I'm going to go, oh yeah, grab the ukulele. No,
Who's up for something musical? Okay. Have a bit of ABBA, shall we? You can laugh, you can smile, having the time of your life. Ooh, the jokes we heard, some absurd, digging the comedy.
That got more than my wow.
That's a definite 10 points there.
no, it's 5.
It's, you get
Yeah,
5
it's
points.
double though, because I've got 2 rows worth of applause. That's how it works. I've seen your voting scheme.
He's going to get the 5 points, because it was in tune, wasn't it?
I'm going to go.
Can we just see what that's done to the points? So we've got Catherine with 4. Okay, so you've got to get 5 or more to equalise. Dan, you may win this show.
Yeah, I think I'm going to compliment the front row by saying that you all look like smart, rational people, and you can see what an absolute pig fuck of a contest this has been. With my 27 points being taken away, ripped away from my cute, weeping little hands.
By that he means the Burger King.
Just because she said fucking wow, and he like shaped at the audience. I think you guys believe in democracy, process, and you're not going to fall for this shit. Am I right?
This has gone way beyond a compliment.
We're overrunning. A 2-word compliment for each member of the front row. Go.
Okay. Nice shirt, nice shirt, nice
No!
shirt.
It's got to be different. And listen, just because you think the word tits while saying the word shirt doesn't make it acceptable. Sorry.
Nice shirt.
Fucking prick. Does he get the points?
Yeah.
What a genuinely indifferent audience. Go on, compliment the front row, play the game. Like I said,
I'll do it. 2-word compliments are unique. Excellent hair, wonderful leg crossing.
Yeah, good, that's 1 word.
Sweet hoodie.
Nice.
Impressive lanyard.
Wow.
Awesome scarf.
Wow.
Fantastic boots.
Easy now.
Cosmic dungarees. And
Jesus.
cream jumper.
That was an insult, wasn't it? I think.
Who doesn't love cream?
I think of the 8 members of the front row, you complimented 7 of them. He did call you
That's the
bland.
nicest thing I've had in weeks.
It's the nicest thing I've done in weeks.
Cream
Do you want to make a friend?
Nice lanyard. Does that count?
Yeah, it is a nice.
No, I said impressive.
It is
lanyard.
impressive. Brighton Fringe, one day I'd love to perform it.
Fucking on, man.
So, Joey gets 7 points.
It gives you 10% off.
It gets you 10% off where?
Discount.
We all fucking have one, dude!
I haven't got one. Hang on, just to be clear, the reason I haven't got one is Joe is the producer. producer, he obviously didn't bother to pick it up, right? That's...
I got one.
Can I have a lanyard? Maybe I finally win this show. Guys, let's see Joe, let's see what's done to the points.
Unbelievable.
Dan Fardell, stand up! This is your audience!
Yay!
A round of applause for boys. Keep the applause going for all three competitors. Joe, play the music. Thank you so much for coming out to Not My Audience. Please support their shows. My show is tomorrow at 7:15. Stick around for Bumping Timbers. We'll have a good old laugh. Please bring your glasses down with you. We love you very much. Goodbye!
Is this lock?
There was your Epstein.